would be $7. But there is little more to it than just this. There is a carrying cost associated. So what is a carrying cost? A carrying cost is, suppose that I don't have money right now to buy this option. I don't have any money and I take loan from the bank to buy this option, and the bank has an interest rate of 12% for lending me this money. So that would be 1% per month. So I borrowed $7 for 3 months, so I would be paying this much interest for 3 months, and that should be 21 cents. So this is my cost of carrying this money, cost of borrowing this money. So I'm incurring a cost. So and if I had made $7, over here, I have to subtract this cost of carrying the money, because that's my expense. And if I do that, this option is worth $6.79 for me. So the value of the option should not be 7, it should be $6.79, and that's the price I should pay for this option. Again, there is a little more to it. Suppose I'm getting a dividend, and at the end of 3 months I get a 50-cent dividend. This is the money that I am pocketing, and so I think this is the money I'm getting. So the value of the option should be $7.29. So this is fine. So this is how we calculate the simple price of an option. And again just to clarify, when I mentioned the arbitrage free environment over here, arbitrage free market, it says no money can be made from trading of the underlying, and here I just said I made $4, but this is what it would happen is that the carrying cost minus dividend would be equal to $4. So the price is XYZ is at $100, and the expected value is $104, but this $4 gain is offset by this value, carrying cost minus dividend. So when I say no money can be made, this will all sum out to, so we saw that we actually did not make any money in the trading of the underlying. And this is our assumption when we talk about the simple pricing model. And when we talked about the simple pricing model, and we saw that in an arbitrage free market no money can be made by the trading of the underlying, we calculated the value of the option as $7.29. Now there is a problem with this approach, because here we have taken only 5 possible outcomes, and we know that there can be several possibilities out there, and to correctly calculate all the possible probabilities and all the possible outcomes, and to come at a correct option price, we would need to know all the possible outcomes and all the possible things that can happen. And there is something known as a normal distribution, that takes care of that, and we will talk more about it. This is normal distribution, which does that. It has a way of calculating all possible outcomes and associated all possible probabilities, and we will talk about it. But you looked at the simple pricing model, and it was the basis of what these two gentlemen did in 1973. Fisher Black and Black-Scholes, and what they developed a model to calculate the theoretical price of an option, and this theoretical model came to be known as Black-Scholes model. Black-Scholes model, and this is the most commonly used theoretical pricing model for calculating the value of an option. And they have, it's a very simple model, and it basically has 5 components to it, 5 inputs, which is the exercise price. We have talked about the exercise price, time to expiration. This is one, this is time to expiration, and this is how many days are there for expiration, and this is an annualized number. So if we have 90 days remaining to expiration, we will divide it by 365, and that number goes into this model. If we have 120 days remaining to expiration, we will divide it, and you will know further that it's not 365, it's more about how many trading days are there. So but that would be all later on. Third component that goes is the underlying price. Fourth component of this is the interest rate. And what interest rate do you put? It is basically the risk-free interest rate, the money, and these are, so in US it's mostly treasury bills. So if you're buying a 60-day, if your expiration is 60 days, you will correspond to what is the interest rate for a 60-day T-bill. If it's a 120-day, it will be a 120-day T-bill. And your last component that goes into the theoretical pricing model in the Black-Scholes model is volatility, and volatility is one of the most important factors that go into this model, because this is it's hard to understand, and it'll take some time to understand how to calculate the volatility, how to understand volatility. So in this video we talked about how to calculate the value of an option. We started from a very simple model, and we related it to the expected value of an option, and this was the beginning of where Black and Scholes started working on their model of what is known as the Black-Scholes theoretical model. And we will add on to this, we will talk more about volatility in the coming videos, and we'll add more to this theoretical pricing model. And that would be all